Hello and welcome. What a momentous day it's been in India Bangladesh relationships. The prime ministers of the two countries, Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh, have inaugurated three projects virtually together. And this is great news for the people of Bangladesh, for the people of West Bengal, for the people of India. Joining me now, a very special guest, Tarana Halim, former State Minister of Information and Telecom in Bangladesh. She's a playwright, she's a lawyer, she's also a Central Committee member of the Awami League. Ma'am, thank you so much on this live session on NDTV's YouTube channel. It's really an honor to have you, and what a great day for India Bangladesh relationship with the prime ministers of the two countries, not only
Thank you
inaugurating
for
the
having
projects
me.
but committing to further cooperation. What a great day! Tell us a little bit about this whole day and what you witnessed. Almost a landmark moment in India-Bangladesh ties.
Actually, India, Bangladesh, we are friends from a very long time. We always treat India as our most trusted friend because you have given shelter to our refugees during 1971's liberation war. Your soldiers have shed their blood in the hands of the Pakistani army alongside our martyrs. So, this is a long friendship, long, fruitful, and trustful friendship. And today it has gone to a newer height. And thanks to both the Prime Ministers, Narendra Modi and our Honorable Prime Minister, because this is really a special day for Bangladesh. Because,
And ma'am,
today
before we go ahead, ma'am.
Today, we have actually signed three Indian assisted development projects which focus on cross border rail link and Maitree super thermal power plant that you all know. But I just want to add that, when our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, after the independence, he wanted to rebuild this country. And when he wanted to do that, first he tried to restore the rail lines and the bridges and everything from ashes. But when the military dictator took power after his assassination, everything took a back seat. It was not, the infrastructure was not given a priority, the export was not given a priority, the development was not given a priority. But when Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina came into power, she realized and emphasized on cross border infrastructure, which will increase our growth. And so, this is one of the focus areas of our Prime Minister, as well as yours.
And before we move on to actually discussing the projects, the impact, and the future cooperation, one of the things that Mr. Shubi Bhomik, he was on the show right before you, he mentioned is the special connect between the two prime ministers. He said that there's a bhai behan relationship here, a brother sister relationship, and that's been one of the one of the uh, I would say the parameters of Prime Minister Modi's, also diplomacy, that where he tries to build that personal connect with leaders, especially leaders of the global South. And tell us a little bit about this relationship between the Prime Minister of the two countries and how this relationship is actually furthering India-Bangladesh cooperation.
Actually, we Bengalis, we are all Bengalis and we value this relationship. We cherish this relationship. So, this brother and sister relationship, it began from 1971. Our father of the nation was in Pakistani jail. So, India was the country who started the campaign that he should be released. And even the recognition of Bangladesh, it started from India. So we obviously share a very special bonding. And our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, and Honorable Prime Minister of yours, Narendra Modi, Bhai Behan. I'm not very good in Hindi, so don't even think that I'll speak in Hindi. Your audiences will just leave now. So that's why I'm speaking in English. But
That's absolutely fine, man.
this relationship is uh, we say bhai behan. The reason behind it is the history. We share the song of Tagore, our national anthem, and your national anthem is also written by Tagore. And the basic principles of secularism. It's there within our blood. So all the minority communities living here, we treat them as our brothers and sisters. So obviously the prime ministers, they also share the same bonding and the same relationship. And when they say that they bhai behan ka relationship hai, uh, it takes, the relationship into an emotional height, not only a give and take, a win-win situation, not only what we are doing for you, not only the exchange of enclaves, not only sharing of waters of the 54 common rivers. It is something else. It is the Bengali sentiment that also binds us.
Absolutely. And now, ma'am, coming to the projects, and one of the projects I think that all of us, in fact, I was there in Tripura a couple of months ago, and I took time out of my, I was there to cover the swearing in of the Chief Minister of Tripura, but I took time to specifically go and see the railway link, the bridge that was connecting, all the from Nishchintapur to Gangasagar in Bangladesh, and then onwards to Akhaura. And I could see even within the people of Tripura, the people of India, the people of Bangladesh, there is a great amount of excitement about this particular rail link. And then, of course, for those of us who live in Kolkata, when the Agartala becomes a 10-hour or an overnight journey
Mhm.
via Bangladesh, it would almost feel like, a new era in India-Bangladesh relations. How
Yes, of
important
course,
is
of course.
this Tripura Agartala Akhara, Agartala rail link?
Actually, these rail links will connect important industrial production zones with ports. And as you know, that Bangladesh's economy is increasingly becoming export driven. So linking the ports with production zones is very important for us. And the three projects will actually facilitate railway links between India and its northeastern state. Bangladesh has actually signed the CEPA agreement with the intention and with the hope that it will increase the cross-border connectivity, and it will also it is actually a result that Bangladesh is expecting, that there will be lots of things happening between both the countries with using the ports. And as you know, that when ports are being used, and if you carry the goods to the industrial zones, and if it is by rail, it is cheaper, it is a mass transit, you can carry heavier loads, so it is very convenient for both the countries. And of course, that as you know, that the railway facilitates mass transit, it will be beneficial for not only us but for also India. And it will our honorable prime minister has since we are taking mega projects, as you know, our honorable prime minister has emphasized on cross border connectivity and regional connectivity as well. So I think, but at the same time, we see the Maitree train. People are so excited about it. It's cheaper, and it
Absolutely.
is hassleless, more or less hassleless. But it saddens me because during this agitation program of the opposition party BNP, in one area, the rail tracks of the Moichari train has been damaged. So this really not only saddens me, that this saddens the entire nation. So I'll just put it on record, because this is something that, we build things, we build connectivity, we build regional relationship. And if terrorist driven opposition tries to destroy those, it saddens us. Us means the citizens of Bangladesh.
Absolutely, ma'am. Yes. And just one more thing, the fact is that today the rail links, the power projects, the connectivity and the cooperation in these sectors is something that is long term. It's not today, it's not tomorrow, it's not 5 years. It's long term. It's long term. And both the prime ministers have made a commitment to that. In fact, I was hearing Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's speech and Prime Minister Modi's speech, And both of them were very clear that we are laying the groundwork for a region, India and Bangladesh, laying the groundwork connectivity for a region, not just India and its northeast, not just
Mhm.
Bangladesh and its economy, but for the entire Bay of Bengal region. And our two countries have a great role to play in that. And Prime Minister Hasina mentioned, her visit to New Delhi during the G20 Leaders Summit. And
Mhm.
India professed that it wants to be the voice of the global south. And our countries today, together, taking this partnership forward, must be a very good indication for that cooperation of the global south.
Yes, because at times I do think that if with the Southeast Asia we can become a big power, then we can fight with the powers who are coming with sanctions and counter sanctions and everything, thinking that Bangladesh is a small country or for the small countries. So if we combinedly work together, Bangladesh and India, if we lead the Southeast Asia to a newer height, then we will be able to join the club of the powerful nations as well.
And that would be obviously the goal. Ma'am, now coming back to India Bangladesh relations and how much it's progressed. In fact, both the Prime Ministers and Prime Minister Narendra Modi also spoke about the new rail links. We have not just the Maitree Express, but we also have the Mitali Express. Land posts. Then, of course, the new terminal Nishchintapur. Uh, Everybody is happy about getting to their homes or getting to wherever they want to faster, cheaper, and more smoothly.
Yeah.
That is whether you're Indian, whether you're Bangladeshi, whether you're government, whether you're opposition, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants progress for their country. Now, in that context, when the two prime ministers, especially Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Hasina during their tenures, the kind of fillip that India Bangladesh partnership ship has seen. How would you describe that?
I will describe that it means growing together. We want to grow together. If Bangladesh grows, if Bangladesh is economically progressing as it has fulfilled all the MDGs. We are looking forward on fulfilling the SDGs. The more we progress, the more India will be benefited. The more India progresses, Bangladesh will be benefited. So it is a mutual partnership. It is a mutual connectivity. It is a mutual growth. And when we call that, nowadays it is a global arena, go global era. So in this global era, no country can progress or prosper alone. It needs friends, and it needs friends
Absolutely.
like us, like Bangladesh and India and other friends. India has also helped us to connect from Nepal, Bhutan to Bhutan through the power grids, as you also know. So it has become much easier
Absolutely.
for us to import electricity. So, if both the neighbors and all the neighbors, as you know, that our foreign policy is friendship to all and malice to none. But at the same time, if we focus on connectivity, regional connectivity, Southeast connectivity, if we can interlink through massive infrastructural projects, if we undertake those projects to connect, to have an undisrupted connectivity, this will obviously help the business grow. This will obviously help the economy grow. And we want to grow together, as your Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has reiterated that we will grow together. And let's grow together. That's the spirit.
Well, that's a wonderful note to end this session on. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us from Bangladesh. Tarana Halim, thank you so much for your time on this live session on the NDTV YouTube channel. Please do stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube channel for more videos, live sessions with experts from across the world, across India. Thank you, Tarana Halim, for joining us. Your
Thank you for
expertise,
having me.
your Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. And that brings us to the end of this discussion. It's been a great day for India-Bangladesh relationships. The image of the two prime ministers inaugurating these three projects and committing to future cooperation is something that the people of all these countries, of all these two countries, the entire people are really excitedly looking forward to. There's a long way to go. We are building on what we've achieved so far, and it's been a historical day with all the projects that the Prime Minister also listed in his speech with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina during that inauguration session.